How was your birthday?
Birthday was very, very productive. And today was also a very productive day. Was busy the whole day, basically. Number of meetings and sessions, but very productive, and I think I've shared some of the details in the email regarding some of the sites which we are acquiring in.
Yes, I've seen the email.
So wonderful actually situation. And basically, when we actually utilize these platforms, which are available to us, so that will facilitate us to really reach schools, colleges, and universities and everywhere, where students and teachers are there. Okay. Because in these, campuses, students are there and teachers are there. Our target audience is students and teachers and mothers, obviously, right? That is the primary one, right? So obviously, so mothers needs to be transformed into teachers. Okay. So we would invite everyone to really spend the Christmas in a school, college, university campus closest to their home. And I think because of the this South African variant, it is advisable now for everyone to stay home. But the problem now is this, that all the people who doesn't have home, that's a big issue.
Correct.
So what we want to do is really invite all those people who doesn't have home. Either we go and build their homes, okay, like the tornado destroyed, half of the United States in one day.
Yes, I saw. I was following.
You saw the disaster, right?
So yes, I followed that, and
these are the things
I was following on the news this morning.
Correct. So these are the things which are happening, okay, and it is happening because of the climate issues. I mean, they haven't seen this. I experienced tornadoes, right? I'm an adventurous kind of person. So I like to go where these to see the experience. So I have been in the tornado myself, right? But I mean, this is a kind of worst kind of a disaster, I haven't heard about it. I have been there, myself. So I know what it looks like. But this one was really, unimaginable kind of destruction which has happened. So now we need to really build destruction-proof, floating, the solar roof home and all these technologies which we have. So now I think that technologies is needed urgently. I love the your email regarding and I think you are 100% right. Okay, in that particular plan, marine mining. Actually, actually, there is more gold and diamond underwater than on the earth.
Yes, that's because you ask Pastor Johan to give all the projects to me. So that's one of the projects that he has submitted to me that is for sale. Equity buying on the project.
That's it. I love it. It's a wonderful project, but now, bottom line is this. Every project, everywhere in the world, okay, we are buying it. What is the condition? What is the condition?
What is the condition? To have a meeting. Traveling to Dubai and have face-to-face meeting.
No. The only condition is this, that site, now these square kilometers of water
for the school,
for the water should become a diplomatic enclave. And we will build these floating campuses, even the ocean. So we don't need land, basically. You see? We can live in the ocean because we have the technology to build the floating campuses.
I don't know yet regarding this project because I have not engaged with the owners. of
No,
the
but I think
project?
I just liked it because, you know, you can simply say that, all right, we are ready, and we will be now actually, all they have to do is incorporate their company. Okay, and we are serving as a consultant. Incorporate their company in the state of SC and RFP. Okay, so that's step number one. Once they do that, then state of SC and RFP will provide all the investment for that particular project. And obviously the condition is very obvious. When Chief Usti invests, that site becomes a diplomatic enclave of the state of SC and RFP. Okay, so those are the primary conditions, right? So that is what we have to offer to everybody. Okay, everyone needs money. Everyone needs
Yes,
money.
correct.
Everyone needs kind of investment, and you know, I am bringing in simply to build one Sam's Energime University Climate Smart Campus town. I'm talking about $1 billion investment coming into the country. That's what it takes to build the campus town. It's a whole city, right?
Yes, correct.
University city. So it requires that kind of a funding, and we have the capability to bring in that kind of a funding without any issues. Why? Because we are selling our gold to the state of SC and RFP. And our gold profit allows us ourselves to invest, you know, in these projects.
Correct.
But it has to be, you see, when you look at the Excel sheet and stuff like that, you see 20-30% of your hard-earned money goes to taxes.
Yes, it is tax.
In the state of SC and RFP, no tax. Legally and ethically, okay? Legally, we don't have to pay any tax. That's the beauty of it.
All right.
Okay? So that is, I think, what we have to do to make everybody economically vibrant.
I have not engaged the project owner yet. He just sent me the project, but I was supposed to write a letter of intent and
Correct.
LOI.
Correct. Just tell them, and in your LOI, you can share the recording of this meeting, because you know we are talking about how everyone will get engaged with us, and simply, you know, step number one, incorporate your company in the state of SC and RFP, and work with your government to have that site, you know, a diplomatic enclave of the SC and RFP to enjoy the tax-free profits. Nobody will say no to it. Right?
Yes. Nobody will say no to tax-free profit.
Nobody will say no, and the beauty of the whole thing is this: the government will benefit. Why? How the government will benefit?
The income funding to the country.
Because all the citizens of the government will enjoy economic vibrancy. So the government will be able
and the funding coming through the country.
And the funding coming to the country, $1 billion is not a small amount. Okay?
Yes.
So they will enjoy the economic vibrancy. It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Correct. I have not engaged because I didn't know what to do once I got the project. That's why I shared. Because their project is up. They need $7 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what a few. I think when we look at the plan, it's about $4 million. Not a big thing, you know.
Yes, they need 7, but they can start on 4. Yes, that's one of their requirements. So I was looking at the project, but I was looking in studying the project, but I did not give them answer as in yet.
Correct.
And I have not written an LOI showing interest as in yet. For a reason is because it was not discussed among us yet, and I do not have I do not have any action to take regarding that, because at some point I need to do site visits with this project. I need to understand, I need to be there physically, and I need to see. So
And
I
I
didn't
think
want to make
again, let me take you a step back. All right.
Yes,
Site visits are not necessary.
I understand, because of the
No, why?
technology, but
Tell you why? Tell you why? Because
yes,
we
of
want
the satellite
the
scanning.
scanning, our technology,
Yes,
you know, every
yes, I do
square
understand.
inch will know.
I do understand about the satellite scanning.
Yep.
But sometimes before we commit to any satellite scanning, due to the cost, one has to be there and see what's happening.
No. Actually, when we are talking about big companies like mining companies, they have their own cloud. Okay. They are not small people. Okay. They have the cloud with the government, and we are benefiting the government. So if the government of South Africa signs the contract with Chalfo International, there is no upfront cost. The whole country will be scanned.
That I'll try to engage with them regarding that. But such project or such plan, private company engaging government, such plan and things for private company to engage government on regarding the project, it takes quite a lot of time. I'm not sure if this company is willing to wait that long.
Well,
but
I mean,
what
I'm simply saying is this, that we don't, we have to do it. Because, you know,
yes,
and we have to do it. And the chief will put this requirement, okay? Because chief is buying it. And we are not buying, and entering or investing in any project which is not under the jurisdiction of the state of SC and RFP. Our requirement.
Correct.
It's a prerequisite.
All right, correct. And then another thing that I want to bring, regarding the two gentlemen from the Secret Services of Angola that wants to visit the state of CRNP, for them to try and allocate and negotiate on the behalf of government. I sent you the passport and I have sent the requirements.
Okay.
How do we proceed with that? Because they need to go to the state of CRNP.
Well, I mean, it's pretty, you know, the situation is very simple, okay? I mean, we can share the documentation, etc. with them, correct?
I have shared that.
And then,
I have shared all the...
And I tell you what, the response should come from the president of the country, right?
Yes,
Who
correct.
should be responding?
The
Because
president.
we are inviting, chief is inviting the president or the prime minister of the country to, you know, engage them for their benefit. It's a government to government relationship, right? So the first step is this. The first step is this. Our emissary letter, when that emissary letter, my letter, for instance, goes to, or your letter, when you become an emissary, you can write a similar letter. And I think your documentation are under processing, you know, chief is processing it. But my letter is available, okay? You're part of my group now. So our emissary letter should go to the government, to the president, and he should be responding in a same government to government manner, same protocol. There's a strict protocol which government communication happens with. Okay, so our government, the SC and RFP government, doesn't get engaged with private people. Okay, they don't deal with private people. They only deal with government. Okay, so that is a primary requirement. So anyway, the president has to, you know, make all these requests. And your chief will probably clarify anything or everything. We can plan the Zoom meeting with chief of the president of that country, and they can discuss, like, you know, Biden and Putin was discussing, you know, issues of Ukraine. It was a virtual meeting, right? It was not a physical meeting. So this is how things can happen. So the president, the two head of the state can meet and discuss pros and cons and everything, and all the answers, chief will provide them with all the answers, whatever questions they have. So, I mean, we have to be very efficient. All right. We don't want to waste the president's time or the president's staff time, on anything trivial. So it's the head of the state. Our head of the state would love to meet with the head of the state of any country, okay, based on our request that, yes, we are bringing in to the tune of about $1 billion as a foreign direct investment into your country. Are you interested? I think the president should be jumping up and down when you mention that to any head of the state today in the COVID world. $1 billion is not a small amount. Especially for the African countries, okay?
Yes, I will engage. I will try to engage again with that team. Because once I engage with them, they said they need to go there first to have a diplomatic introduction.
Yeah,
because they are diplomatic. The passports, the guys that I sent you, they work from the secret services of Angola.
Okay.
So they wanted to go to the
well,
state
I mean,
of
that
CRP.
is the request should come. Request about their visit to the current jurisdiction of SC and RFP, which is closest to your country. Okay, closest to your country.
Do they have one?
They have a lot of in Africa. Their embassies are there. Their presence is there. That is the reason they say that, okay, you tell us where the gold is, and our people will come and lift the gold from there. They have the people everywhere, okay, in all the countries. Like I am representing them in Pakistan, okay?
Yes.
I'm there. I can take care of the business for them, So this is the whole idea that, okay, the government, the head of the state has to get engaged, and then whatever request needs to be made, the two head of the state agrees, and after they agree on certain things, then the lower staff can go meet, do number of things, all the details can be worked out. But the primary thing should be discussed between the two head of the states. So that is what every president and every prime minister who is interested in bringing in $1 billion worth of foreign direct investment should plan a meeting with chief of state.
All right, I will do that. I will engage again in a different manner, and then try to see if I can win this.
It should happen.
Part of thing.
This should happen, I think,
yes,
because why, Jose? Because you are bringing in. You own a 1,500 square kilometer diamond mine. You're not a small person.
Yes, I have tried to engage regarding that, but I could not get the direct visit. So I spoke to the general.
Okay.
And the general made that requirement. They said they have not heard of the state of CRNP yet. And they do not have embassy that side, so that the embassy could negotiate on the behalf of the country. So they wanted to do a visit. After the visit, after the all diplomatic visit, then there's governmental negotiation.
Okay, fine. So I mean, again, what I'm saying is this: that the general should plan a meeting. If the president has directed the general to do the investigation about SC and RFP, that means that the general now can have a meeting with the chief. Very easy.
Okay, I will engage in that manner. Yes.
That's it. Tell them that this is how it is. Then once you meet, then you can send 100 people, 200 people, all your staff, everything, and then the lower people can do all the details, and then it's fine.
Not 100 people. It's just
what I'm simply saying is this: that that if that is the requirement, Okay.
Yes, I have written down just now. I
Yeah,
will engage in
that's
a
it.
different manner.
In a different manner,
I'll
like
sleep,
that.
I will sleep on it tonight and try to find a better method to
Okay.
engage to this manner.
Wonderful. So this is now the target. Okay, all the virtual conference now is you are the only person who will be traveling to Dubai via Hong Kong. Okay, so you are physically there, you know, as our leader representing our company, because we need to do things together, right? You need to get the Hong Kong business taken care of, and then you and Mr. Hakim, you know, two directors of the HNT World Limited, should fly to Dubai from Hong Kong.
Dubai. Oh, okay, not a problem.
That's it. So everybody else will be doing virtually. All right. You will be physically present in Dubai.
Okay, I have that. I have got that down. So when can I? Yes, I was speaking to Pastor Johan this morning. He came with certain concerns that I was not aware about.
What concerns?
He says he has spoken to you that I should be transferring him some funds.
Well, I gave him, I don't know the issues, but the situation is this, that I've explained him more than once, you know, through video messages, audio messages. The money is right there in your, you know, just put your eyes down and you will see the money there. But he cannot look at the money. I said the money is there. You know?
Yes.
Why? How the money is there? No, how the money is there?
By incorporating students.
No. Oh yeah, incorporating students and then all the Toyota associates. He's, I mean, his partner, the director of his company is a director of Toyota. I mean, I said, you are not a small man, my friend. You know, Toyota is not a small company. Well, yes, all Toyota associates will be delighted to become part of this project.
Yes, correct. That is one of the concerns he was.
So concern should not be there. I don't know why he's concerned. He's a very resourceful person. And I told him that, you know, school, teachers, he has got son. I mean, he's a high profile person. But he has to now start engaging everybody, enrolling everybody into our program. And simply 10 PGC. How much?
10
PGC, 20 Canadian dollars donation to EPW should come in his account. It will come into your account initially. That's a fund, that's a working capital.
Yes, correct. I have engaged that too. He called me last night and today morning actually. I told him I was expecting some funds. But until today, there was no any transaction that have come in, neither internally, neither external from worldwide.
But worldwide also, again, worldwide also now, I think I have replied to Lloyd because Lloyd was planning a trip, you know, to Dubai, and he was asking for, you know, all the money, etc. And like I said, we mentioned, right, that, okay, we have allocated $5 million, you know, for this particular event and everything else. But then I corrected everybody that, no, we don't need to go. In the COVID situation, everybody operates. Even the president of the United States doesn't like to travel. Okay, he does it virtually everything because it is dangerous, right, to travel. You don't want to risk your life for anything, right? Life matters, so you don't want to risk your life. So that is point number one. Secondly, obviously, wherever you are, in every community there is a school. In every community there is a college. In every city there is a university, number of universities. Okay, so that's it. You have to just link yourself up with the university with a very simple message. Loud and clear. I can put 5% more money into your pocket. Are you interested? Who would say no to it?
Yes, I'm not sure
the president of the university will be fired if he says no to it.
I'm not sure if he's going to succeed so soon, because all the schools here are closed. They are doing virtually based to COVID.
No, I understand. But what I'm simply saying is we are also doing a virtual conference, and we want them, all the students, everybody. Now tell you something, okay? Everybody would love to participate in our conference, correct?
Yes,
it's a
correct.
virtual conference done by Energime University. Now, every Tom and Dick and Harry will not participate, will not get the link. There is a requirement to get a link, 10 PGC. At least donate 10 PGC to get a link.
Yes, correct.
So, I mean, we are not giving the link, and we are not sharing all our knowledge and wisdom for 7 days, for free. I mean, we should be charging $5,300, and that's also a value with a money back guarantee.
Yes.
That if you cannot make $5,300 with our knowledge, which we provide you, we will return your money back. Apply whatever we tell you to do. And if you cannot make 5,300 PGC in 110 days, not long time, I'm talking about 110 days. You apply my method for 110 days. If you cannot make 5,300 PGC in 110 days, we'll return your money back. Give it a money back guarantee. But then people should invest. It's not for free.
Yes, correct. Actually, he was calling me now. I'll pass him the message.
I shared the link also. I don't know what is his problem in his Centurion area. I think probably the connectivity issues are there, because he has not been able to participate in any of the Zoom meetings.
No.
And the other one of the other development is this, that you have seen the recording of my meeting with Yako, right? In Johannesburg.
Yes, in Johannesburg, yes.
We have a company in Johannesburg, all right? And now you, Pastor Johan, and C4 will become the director. So there will be 5 directors in that company, which Jaco has already incorporated. Okay. And he represents Energime University for last 2-3 years now. Okay. So his company should also be incorporated in the SC and RFP. And you guys will become director in the company. To share the details with him so he can incorporate you, Pastor Johan, and Brother C4 into our company in Johannesburg, Jaco's company.
Yes, Jaco.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will do that. I will email my information to him.
So that he takes care of that. Okay. So then we 5 of us are core people. Okay. Me and Yako are already, a director, founding director of my company. Okay. And then you 3 will be part of it. So that will become our sort of a primary company, which we would definitely like to incorporate in the state of SC and RFP, enjoy the benchmark benefit, and then that bank account, which we can open up the bank account now, you have access to Standard Chartered and everything, So that company bank account we should open in Standard Chartered. Eventually, it will be opened in the state of SC and RFP bank. And then we are on our way, basically, to move forward.
Okay. I will do that. I will do that. I will do that right away. That was my main concern about Pastor Johan.
So Pastor Johan needs to be, I've tried to explain him again and again and again that please fill out your dual citizenship forms and send it to Chief Usti. You have done yours, right? Pastor Johan should be doing his, and C4 should also be filling those forms out. So after you fill those forms out and you become a dual citizen of SC and RFP, you can travel anywhere in the world with that passport, with the SC and the RFP passport. Because, his South African passport is expired. Mine is also expired. I'm not renewing it because I don't need to travel with my Pakistani passport, which has a lot of problems. Yes. I can travel with the state of SC and RFP passport, So this is what we need to do. So he is worried about renewing.
Have you got yours already?
No, I haven't got it mine as yet. He is working on it. Chief is working on it. Okay, so I mean, they should be processing it, and we should be getting our passport. So my documentation is complete. Yours is complete. So And chief is now, I made chief very, very busy because a lot of people, a lot of high profile companies are interested in incorporating their companies with Chief Usti. Chief Usti is extremely busy, meeting all those leaders of all those companies. So we are moving really, forward with high profile companies, okay? Not small companies.
Okay.
Because the tax benefits are great, Nobody can deny that.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Okay.
I think that is all I had for today. One is to report.
Now, I haven't seen I haven't seen your video in your language.
My video in my language?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I will send it to you just now, stating that.
And before this meeting, I just recorded the video which I shared with you, right? So make it 2-3 minute kind of stuff, not detailed. You don't need to discuss all the details. Okay.
Yes,
images here, there, 2-3 minutes of message in local languages which people can understand across Africa.
Yes, correct. I do not speak African language. The language I do speak is Portuguese.
Oh, whatever is your native language, you record it in native language, right? So people understanding that language can understand your message. And then we can ask people in East Africa to do it in Swahili and, all other African languages are there. So, once they understand, the person who is understanding English and understanding the local language also can be engaged. First, you should become a member, and then we will engage them to really, record with a nice voice, and images and stuff like that.
Yes, correct.
I will try to share the one of the small video made by one of the lady, a very, very young director of my company in India. You've seen our profile, right? In the profile, there is a very young lady, high school person, Alifia. She's a director because she summarized all my 1 hour video into 2 to 3 minutes, So I like that, So I said, well, you are very talented. And you summarize my message, so all the young people can understand.
Yes, I have not seen a young lady there, but I've seen all the members.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should go again on the document page with the members and
with our leadership team, so I've included her also there. My wife is there, and I've included her also as as one of our youngest directors in India.
All right. Not a problem. I will do so. So regarding Hong Kong, one more thing. To finish off and planning the week.
Mm-hmm.
Number one that I want to start with is the Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong trip.
Hong Kong, whatever Mr. Sattar Hakim needs $5,000.
Yes,
which is 10%, which is 10% of what I have bought the company for, right? I bought the company for $53,000. Okay. So, 72% of the company share for $53,000. So along with him, you, me, and him will be the director in that company. Okay. And that's it. So 10% is what he needs so that he can fly down and incorporate, me and you as a director. So we can freely travel. We become a Hong Kong resident, basically, as a director of his company. And then, that's it. And after that, obviously, since you are traveling and, you and Mr. Hakim is a very senior guy, like Pastor Johan, 10 years older than me. So he should be then visiting, Expo 2020 and representing us. Because he's a director in our company, right?
Yes, correct. So he needs $5,000 for.
Yeah, but he's almost on a retired kind of a situation, right? So we are not when you're not actively working, financial constraints are there. So he needs to renew the passport and travel.
Yes, correct.
So he has given me a message that please ask Jose to communicate with me. So I'll communicate the right bank account where the money should come in. Okay, so you have his contact, right?
Okay,
WhatsApp
I will
contact.
communicate. Yes, I will communicate regarding that.
Regarding that, so that once we are ready to transfer the money and we are ready to plan the trip, basically we need enough money for you and him to fly to Hong Kong,
Dubai,
and Dubai.
Okay. I will communicate with him, and then I will communicate on the email with him.
Okay.
After this call,
okay.
Telling him that we were just preparing the funds, and then we'll revert back to him as soon as the fund is allocated.
Correct.
And I will send to him.
Definitely. So again, what we need to do, and since he is in Los Angeles, okay, and then so once you engage him, then you can say, okay, we are enrolling. Now we are building a campus in Dallas, and all the African students, okay, students from South Africa, students from Angola, who are already in United States, okay, should be enrolled into our GEMBA program because they don't need to travel, right? They are already there. So students of Africa studying in the US universities can very comfortably enroll into our program, and then they can start building our, Dallas campus. So that will be the immediate source of fund for us, from us, for us. Because for an African to, pitch the money out, even small amount of money, it is difficult. When we ask 10 PGC or 20 Canadian dollars, it's a lot of money for a person living in Africa. But all the Africans who are in United States is a pocket change. Okay?
Yes,
so 20 Canadian dollar is, that's what they spend when they go out for a lunch or, breakfast.
Yes.
Right? So for them, it's not a problem. So they should comfortably do that. And those are the kind of students who will then become, and they will join our program because we are promising them that they will become millionaires in 53 months. With just 5,300 PGC or $7,200. Okay, so that is also, we should be working with all our embassies, etc. And, the government should be engaging their embassies so that students who are already in Dubai, because we are building in, this campus in Dubai also. And so all people, Africans in studying in the universities in Dubai, all Africans studying in the universities of North America, Canada and USA should be enrolled into our program. So they will be building our campuses in that country. And Mr. Sattar Hakim owns a wonderful site in Moonbeam, North in Canada. So his site in Moonbeam, Canada can also become one of our campuses. Okay. So that way, I think it should be easy for us to generate the funds needed to build our Dallas campus.
I don't know to whom to engage regarding that at this moment, but I'll think of somebody that can try and engage students that are abroad.
That are abroad. If you say the message should be there, right? I mean, African living in United States, our message is global, and they should definitely be participating in our program.
Okay.
They need our help also, because most of the Africans living in USA are not enjoying a good life now at this point in time. Remember, you see what is happening, right? They are being
yes, I've seen.
You see, a lot of people get killed every day.
Yes, I've seen such things.
So we want to really help them out also over there, that they live in a community which is safe and secure for them. And they are not hunted like they are currently being hunted,
Yes, I've seen such things.
That is a huge problem now, and we have seen the results of it. And now everybody, in the world is bowing down and putting themselves on the knees and stuff like that, just to make everybody aware of that problem exists. Okay, and so
Yes,
many
correct.
Africans have been killed. You see,
Yes,
after doing so much hard work to build that country.
I've seen videos. I've seen some.
So, I have lived there. I've experienced it myself. Okay. And so I know firsthand that those communities, need our help. Mothers need the help. The children needs our help. We are not living a good quality life. Okay. They're living in the United States of America, but not living a good quality life. I know that. I've been there in those slums, behind White House. Picture is not good.
I don't know. I have never been there, but I believe that since you have seen firsthand.
No, I have seen from one coast to the other. Okay. I spent 10 years of my life over there, and I've traveled a lot. Because I'm not a stationary kind of a person. I do travel a lot. So I've seen, and I travel in areas where nobody likes to go. And they were simply amazed. Why you are going in those areas, man? Those are dangerous areas, like Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, dangerous cities. Okay, and I go to the dangerous areas. Okay, just to see how people are, living there, and why those areas are dangerous. Okay, so I studied in Detroit. I got my master's in Detroit. And everybody was scared that some guy, Mufaddal will not come out alive. He has gone to a very bad city, But anyway, I thrived in Detroit, Why I thrived in Detroit? I tell you why I thrived in Detroit. Because most of these, there are a lot of black students, okay, in Wayne State University. All right.
Yes.
Now, my contract with them was this. When they speak, I don't understand their accent, So I said, well, you have to teach me all the bad words you guys speak, right? So I know, what was all the bad words, So you should teach me that. Then you should teach me your slang and all your cultural situations. I'm your student like that. And obviously, you need to understand chemistry. So you need to pass this course. So make sure that you understand what I tell you, in the lecture. So we have to learn each other's language and accent. So we understand each other. So that way, most of these students were my friends, I was learning from them. They were learning and they used to protect me. They were my bodyguards, when I was walking around, boldly in those areas. Then, they say, okay, don't touch this guy, This is my professor, he's my teacher. So, you have to find ways and means of really, find a mechanism of living in every culture, in every environment. So after living in Karachi, after living in Detroit, okay, no city or no country in the world looks dangerous to me. You see, when I went to Nairobi and Kampala, Kampala and Nairobi is not dangerous, as Detroit is. All the people say that, I say there are a lot of crime and it's a dangerous cities, both of them. And I lost my phone also in Kampala, so I know those kind of things do happen.
Yes, it does happen.
It does happen, but that's fine. That's part of life.
Even here in the city, it does happen.
Yeah, it happens. Why it is happening? Because that's what you need to understand. Why it happens? Because people are hungry. And when they are hungry to, feed themselves, they'll go to these extent also. It's like risking their life, snatching and doing illegal activities is dangerous. So they are risking their lives, but then they are hungry. So that's the reason they are doing it. So we want to really, that's the reason we are actually re-engineering those young people out there so that they are doing positive things by building our campus towns and building homes and, enjoying a good life, which they've never imagined doing it.
Yes, giving them a purpose.
A purpose. And to become a millionaire is a great purpose for anybody.
It is a great purpose.
Right? So Kareem Abdul Jabbar will not only become a millionaire, by playing basketball and, the big games, So, I mean, everybody can become a millionaire, by doing what we are telling them to do.
Yes, correct.
So anything else, Jose?
No, nothing from my side anymore. I just have to revert back to Pastor Johan.
Yeah, Pastor Johan was just calling me. So now you should, after we are done with this meeting, give him a call and we'll share the recording of this meeting also,
All right. Thank you so much for the call. Thank you so much for catching up. And then Definitely. I'll be waiting for the transactions for the transactions on the Hong Kong and Dubai so that I can facilitate.
So I mean, yes. that is the, I mean, I'm not now looking for a huge budget. Obviously, the land which we have bought, I need to pay for that in Karachi.
Yes, correct.
And so, we need the money for that, so that the land, we can start working in those sites immediately.
Yes.
Okay. So we are talking about to the tune of about now, it's not 5 anymore in terms of land.
It's 1.
Yeah.
3-1. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever, we can provide immediately, that will become a token for them to, do the documentation and transferring everything into our name and everything like that, So whatever token is available, we should get it. I'm also in the process of enrolling all these 53,000, unemployed engineers, from Pakistan Engineering Council, so that, they can be enrolled into our program and then they can go to Texas and Dalat and, Dubai to study and learn our techniques in technology and then come back to Karachi and, Pakistan and start building those campuses locally. Because we've got a number of sites in Pakistan now, which we need to build these sites on.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Same things you should be doing, in everybody, and pass on this message to everyone. And, CFO is, engaging the mayor of Durban. So the Durban city will be available for us to transform that city into climate smart city. It's a huge effort. Okay. So the same thing what, Brother CFO is doing in Durban, we should be doing in other countries of other cities of South Africa also. Okay, I mean, you should be doing it in Cape Town, and Jaco should be doing it in Johannesburg. What Brother CFO is doing it in Durban.
All right, no, not a problem. Thank you so much for the meeting, Pastor Johan.
Thank you.
Calling me.
Yeah. Please have a communication with him. Tell him that everything is in control, and don't worry about everything. And get his data and fill out his form for the second dual citizenship of SC and RFP, so that his ID and passports, etc., can be processed on an urgent basis. And then if we need to travel, our core team, if we need to travel to Dubai, etc., we should be able to do it.
Okay, not a problem.
Please do that.
Thank you so much. I'll pass in the message.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll share the recording of this meeting also. Okay, so everybody will know. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Right. Sure thing. Bye-bye. So blessed Sunday to the residents of our planet, and we are ready to really delight all the mothers, by enrolling them into Global Executive MBA in Climate Smart Entrepreneurship and train them in Climate Smart Agriculture and jewelry making technologies. So every mother can become a bread earner along with the head of the family. So that is our plan for this Christmas. Everyone in Christmas should be attending our SAM's Energime University Climate Smart Conference, where we will be sharing with them the current best technologies and processes to come out of the pandemics, the COVID health pandemic as well as the economic pandemic, so that every family can become economically vibrant and enjoy total quality inflation-free life in our SAM's Energime University Climate Smart Campus towns. The first one we are building in Dallas, and then Dr. Paul Olivier will be building one in Dalat, Vietnam. We are also engaging all the students from all countries in Dubai, studying in Dubai to be part of the project, and so we can build one campus town in Dubai, and so that all those engineers from all developing countries can be trained in these areas, and then they can go back to their country and start duplicating the model. Thank you very much. Shukran Jazila. Pass on this message to everyone in all languages. Summarize this 1 hour meeting into a 5 to 10 minute video in all languages, so the message can be communicated effectively to all mothers of our planet. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammadin barik wa sallim wa rahmataraham kama sallaita wa sallam ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid.